I have recently been made aware that in India, in fact particularly whole of Asia, Middle East, some parts of Europe and Africa, there are a growing number of men with misogynistic tendencies towards women. There are apparently a lot of guys out there who feel that this whole gender equality movement is being taken way too far, to a point where women are now perceived that they are getting a preferential treatment over men, and as a result somehow men have started feeling victim. This affects me because some of my male viewers might get this impression that this channel is only for male audience, and then somehow I'm trying to advocate for men's right to the exclusion or even to the detriment of women. I strongly believe that misogyny, whether it be in the form of sexual harassment or violence against women, is a serious issue which is widespread in Asia and the rest of the world.
Video of the senseless act of violence went viral and led to a massive outcry for suspects' arrest. The 27-year-old man wanted for a brutal attack on a woman in a subway station was arrested by German police on Saturday. The suspect, whose name was not given, was detained at Berlin's long-distance bus station while he was still seated on a bus. Berlin police said in a statement posted on Twitter, the man had just arrived in German capital on a bus that organized from southern France, said a spokesperson with the Berlin prosecutor's office. In a CCTV video of attack, which took place on 27th of October, a man clutching a beer bottle followed by a woman walking down subway stairs. There was a massive outcry in the city. He then raised his leg and kicked the woman in the middle of her back, sending her face first down the flight of stairs at Berlin's Hermannstrasse metro stop. The man and a group of his companions then walked away while bystanders at the bottom of the stair rushed to assist the 26-year-old victim. She had to be hospitalized following the attack and suffered a broken arm. The shocking video sparked international outrage, with several people offering rewards for man's arrest. Police issued a warrant for men's arrest on Thursday. Authorities are also investigating two of the suspect's brother and an acquaintance who were present during the attack. German media identified the main suspect as a Bulgarian and believed he had fled back to his home country.
Addressing a very unfortunate incident which happened recently in Berlin, and you know Judith, she's from my last video. She's a very good friend of mine. I really want to take her point of view, that what she thinks of this video, what you just saw. So Judith, can you tell me what are your emotions when you see this video?
Well, first of all, I was just shocked, like only shocked and nothing else. I didn't realize that something like that would actually happen. And when you see something like this, I mean, you hear about things like this, but if you actually see it, it's worse than hearing about it. But I refuse to be scared when I'm out in the public. I refuse to be scared going outside my door. Although I get a little bit more nervous when I maybe see a group of guys which might have a little bit too much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, my another question is, if you were the bystanders, someone who was looking at the whole situation, what would you do?
Well, I'd probably react like they did in the video. I would totally run to the go as fast as I could and see what I can do and if I can help and get other people to come and get help, call the police.
Right. You see in the video they just swiftly ran away, like picking up his beer bottles and whatever was lying on the ground. He just swiftly went away, the whole group. What do you want to say to these perpetrators who do such kind of acts?
You know what? I don't even want to talk to them. If they don't know what they did, they're not worth talking to.
What's that one message you want to give to all the girls outside?
Okay, things like this happen, and probably they happen even more often than we know. But we can't be scared going outside our door. We need to live our lives. And if you ever get in the situation, I've been in the kind of the same, not really the same situation. I was walking home, I was almost at my house, and I heard that there were some drunk guys, and I thought they were following me because they were like taking the streets I took, and I don't know if they actually followed me or if they just took the same way. But first, I was scared. And I was walking like with my shoulders down and my head down, like, okay, I want to be
That's supposed
invisible.
for nervousness.
Yes, yes. And the second I realized that, and the second I realized how I look, I was like, no, you know what? They will never attack me if I look like I can take care of myself, like I am confident. And I started like lifting my head up and putting my chest out and walking with confidence, and nothing happened. And I don't know if anything would have happened, but I know that if you look like you're scared, you have reasons to be scared. But if you look like you're confident, most of the times nothing will happen to you.
One last question, Judith. I want to ask you that, are the crimes or the violence against women, are they country specific? Because I come from India, and somehow, no matter how much development we are doing in our country, somebody somewhere has created and portrayed us that women are not safe, or not, as a foreigner you shouldn't travel to India all alone. I feel that that's absolutely wrong. What's your take on it?
I think that violence against women is never country specific. This
Right.
kind of stuff can happen anywhere. It's about the situation, about the people, maybe the guys in that case who do it.
Right.
And this doesn't have to do anything with the country or with the safety, because at one point there will be a woman alone, at one point there will be some guys who maybe think that's funny.
Right, correct.
Recently, I heard a story from South Korea. This guy, a medical student, beat up his girlfriend for like 4 hours straight, got her hospitalized, and a court simply let him off. They let him go on a simple fine, no criminal records, and on the basis of that he's going to be a doctor, that important member of society. They didn't want to ruin his academic reputation. I don't know, was that a justice? You guys have to decide. Women deserves to be treated with respect, and they especially deserve the same economical opportunities as men. I truly believe that women are just as capable and creative as men, if not better. I want to make one thing absolutely clear to whoever is willing to listen. It's never acceptable for a man to hit a woman. I mean, this is something which goes without saying, man. But if you think that you're somehow being masculine, or you're empowering men by hitting someone who's physically weaker than you, I'm sorry to say this, that doesn't make you man. It makes you fucking coward. I hope this message serves the society which we are living in. It helps to sanitize the situation. Smash that thumbs up button if you like it, and hope to see you guys next time.